but you know, it's about recovering. They win their first round in the elimination bracket. Now they can upset FaZe.
That's the thing. If they can go to Game 5 with a United, that's a tall tale right there. Like, you know, Cratos, remember, man has some serious potential that he's he talked about. At least I don't want to call the man out. You know, top 10 in the game. Man. I mean, we love him too. Let's.
I love Cratos. That's all I gotta say. If you,
I
you
think
know,
the biggest thing is he's relentless, though, and I think that eventually a mindset like that does give you success. So if he continues to kind of power through the way that he has, who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if he does kind of come out and find some upsets. Here's his chance to do it. One of the biggest series we'll see today.
Yeah, Cratos could be, you know, 55, you know, drinking a beer with his buds and saying, I could have out-BR'd that guy over that mountain. You guys don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know. He has so much confidence. And the thing is, he oftentimes, you know, I don't think people see it on the stat line, but he backs it up in his own way. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
He makes game-winning plays, and that's why he's had such an illustrious career, right? He's not like he's been this bad player who gets carried. He very much has made a mark on this scene and has had, he's won more money than just about 95% of players in Halo.
As we say, Renegade does rip him a new one, though. Renegade already has a spree, by the way. He's 5-0 to start this game, and you know if any man can slay and really put the fear in you early on, Renegade's the one to do it. Split spawners out PD, as we say it. Renegade already aware of it, looking to take another fight. Piggy not ready for the onslaught. 44 and counting, full map in control.
Do you think FaZe is angry?
Maybe they are.
Seems like they're playing a little bit angry. Only 3 kills thus far for N8 to make it 4 as they are able to find another, but it's just FaZe is just so confident. I mean, Renegade doesn't have a death yet. Everyone else keeping them low, and Native, this game looks to be harder and harder as, I mean, Renegade, a little personalized shield drum. No nade's gonna hit him in there.
Yeah. He's got no space to himself, man. I was getting claustrophobic just looking at it. He didn't spot him, but he did eventually, right? Reversal kill onto Cratos as Renegade holds on to his perfect scoreline. Make it 8-0. Looking for a frenzy, and he's got the weapons to do it as well. Coverage over Rockets here.
Hey, is it too early to say that Renegade's gonna have a perfection this game? It looks so good, dude. Rockets coming up.
Has that ever happened in Halo esports in a tournament, like a proper tournament?
I'm sure it's happened in like a proper tournament before, right? Someone's had to have a perfection. I feel like it has. We'll have to get the historians coming on in. But hey, you know, Renegade's still doing it. 8 kills, 4 assists, 0 deaths for him, and his teammates are just keeping so much pressure towards C that he just doesn't have to overextend at all, and he's gonna get some rockets for his efforts.
9-0, rockets in his hands. He knows that frenzy is incoming. Just needs to find the target. Thrust he'll pick up here too. He's gonna be a difficult target. Shoddy and Rockets, what a combo. Native Gaming spawning together back A. They're going to try to stabilize and slow down the bleeding, but one thing's for sure, FaZe might have been reading the Twitch chat last night or something. Garrett, killing frenzy achieved. FaZe looking like a new team this morning.
Well, I think people quickly forgot that Renegade is, you know, arguably the best player in the game, and he has this ability to turn on the switch and just be impossible to kill, man, and it's just continues on. Mines finally shuts him down, but not before 11 kills go his way, and finally Native Gaming able to get 2 hills. It took 152 unanswered seconds of time, but there we go. Native Gaming now have an opportunity to try to bring this game back.
Not gonna lie, I was enjoying the Renegade show. Bit of a shame to see him. Now that he's dead and the seal has been broken, then he just YOLOs his life into Piggy's AR, right? It's like, we'll see. Of course, he's gonna come back with a vengeance, and so will Snipe down. That was a double, by the way. Some tricky moves out of Snipe as he gets back to B.
This right gun can make all the difference, but man, Cratos wanted to get that angle onto Falcated, but a well-positioned Renegade shuts it short. And while all that's happening, it's Sparty who goes on the flank. He gets behind everyone, and now a trip cap back in effect for FaZe, and they have the best position possible for this. You know, you're gonna see Beach switch hands to Native, but don't expect FaZe to stay still. They're gonna try to fly and collapse on these players.
Now, Garrett, we've spent a lot of time, you know, kind of just backing Renegade in his incredible plays. A little Goose Watch alert in the meantime. Did you notice that Cratos is 0-8 currently. Here's hoping he picks up one in this fight as Snipe down. Ooh, tags him up. We might need to stay on board with Cratos for a little while. Hopefully this man gets himself a breadstick here. Mine's actually rockets. He can do something.
I mean, he's quickly running out of time to find himself a kill, to be honest. The trip caps in. This is dangerous territory for Cratos. Hopefully he's able to find a 1 or 2. At least get 2. You gotta get out of the Olive Garden special too. But here you go, the one-on-one on Snipe down to get himself off the donut. Cratos.
Oh no, he out-rotated him. Snipe down coming back. Oh, he's dead, but Mines killed him with the rockets. Little kill steal. Not too much he could do about that. Still back A. They do have coverage on the map, so while it is 205 on the board, it is stable for now. Sparty gonna look to out-BR, and he will. Oh man, looking tough. Sparty hitting all his shots. Mines right now weak. Beautiful escape out of Mines. Very difficult to kill, but he does die.
Yeah, Mines has 9 kills, but I feel like every time Cratos is about to get a kill, it's Mines who swoops in and takes it away from him. And it could be, you know, I think
reverse frenzy, by the way. Reverse frenzy. Is that a thing? Imagine you get a medal, you get a pity. That'd be so terrible.
That'd be
reverse
just toxic.
Frenzy.
Yeah,
it's toxic as hell.
Oh man, Cratos, he's got a little bit of time. I mean, you got to help him get a kill right here. You can't let him drop the goose egg in the game. And we see him go forward, man. It's just so tough. I mean, FaZe aren't giving them any opportunities, and Cratos, you got about 10 seconds to do this, and about 8 of those are going to be on respawn. And someone go buy him some time, please.
Running out. Less than 5 seconds to get a kill, make it 3. No. FaZe win, and we're not going to look at the scoreboard. Don't look at the scoreboard, Garrett.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, he did have 7 assists, so it's not like he wasn't shooting.
He was doing stuff.
I just think it's like it happens where you're just on that goose, and every time you're about to get a kill, your teammate comes in and gets a kill. You're like, yeah, man, good job. I really need that kill, man. I just need the momentum. And none of that was happening. And
at the same time, oh wait, sorry, I thought KingJay had 1 kill. He did probably get more later.
Oh yeah, way more.
What I'll say is, look, if it was me, I would be goosing 100%. In that, like, I'm not even. I would 100. I'd have no assists. I'd be 0-0 and 20. So you know.
And that's what we've been expecting to see from FaZe, and maybe we're gonna see, you know, a little bit of a story for FaZe today of them blowing through this elimination bracket.
In the call out chat, they said "Duck Duck Cratos" as the new name of the game.
It's actually a good one.
Maybe. We still have an opportunity to see Native prevail. Cratos, knowing this man, he can bounce back just as quickly as he fell down in game 1, but it has to happen off the opening.
Shots going down. He's going to be able to get himself the shock rifle right away. The tool of weapon, or the tool of choice for every player on this map. This thing is so important to your success. And you have to see Cratos start to light it up. But look, the split spawns came from FaZe. They're over at Pipe Room, and I think Cratos should know about it. Maybe he can go find a quick flank and find Renegade with his back towards him.
Almost tags the head. Renegade, very difficult target here as he does bob and weave in the doorway. Look at the outplay in this fight, and somehow Renegade does it. Unreal. Just tiptoeing around the doorway. Nothing you can do can take this man down.
Renegade used about every tool that was in his arsenal right there, right? He had the noob combo, the grenades coming through, the BR shots, he punched. He had everything going for him as he's able to get that. But Cratos finds his first kill of the match, and already Native gaming keeping it a lot closer than the first series.
We're already back on the board. It's a game in session. Like you said, 2 kill deficit, not too shabby. They could turn this around pretty quickly or fall apart. Snipe down. What a wonder nade out of him. He'll check mines. Cratos still with the shock in hand. Gonna look to find a head. And KingJay might find a fist to the face. You can see how aggressive FaZe are getting.
Yeah, I think Renegade's trying to make a statement in this series that this is his time. You know, I don't think his first appearance on FaZe really went the way he wanted it to go. Many people already forgetting that, you know, what he was able to do on Cloud9. Like, the reason why many say that Renegade is the best in the game, he wants to show it. And if you get him in a one-on-one, it can feel impossible to come out on top. Yeah.
Renegade is the type of player to find a way to muscle his way into main Slayer on this team, right? I think the main Slayer role is a little up in the air. You got Falcated, you got, I mean, look at this. He's taking main Slayer right here as he takes a double, picks up the shock. Those question marks being answered by Renegade today, you know he looks to make a statement.
Oh my god, he got him!
He lived! What?
I was like, why is he standing still? And I was like, oh, the camo
He
comes
heard
into
the
view.
man, dude.
Oh, that's just so good from Renegade. I mean, he just put everything in view for him, right? He put his back against that wall, said, if you're going to get me, you're going to have to come through me. And he gets the kill nonetheless. Piggy coming up. Dude, they just want to get rid of Renegade. Finally, the nades do the job.
The whole team will have to take him down. Snipedown will join Renegade in the pool down below. Finally, though, 17 on the board here for FaZe. Not too much of a deficit to work with for Native. They still got a shot, and Piggy with the best weapon on the map to make a play.
Looking around for more. I like how this game slows down, but it's about to heat right back up. You see Renegade and the crew getting into the faces of the opponent's FaZe, able to get a couple trades out. But Piggy, with this weapon, he's been able to tie it up, and suddenly Native look to be in a great spot to start to build themselves a bit of a lead and to potentially, I mean, stop FaZe short. Renegade has half kills right now by himself.
He does.
That's crazy, but somehow Native's still in this game.
Native with a wide perimeter around the map here. Piggy locking down Attic, but you got KingJay already over in control. A little bit too split, right? Those fights happening in C were individual fights that Piggy could not attest to. They need to be able to work off of each other, get the crossfire in. Piggy just looking for a roll with this shock. Cratos, KingJay gonna two-man push their way through pipes, and there's the camo up on the map. Renegade there to select it. Sparty there to knock you down as you try to kill him. Renegade has a sword here also. This is a rough combo considering the man's already 11-6.
That's about the worst case scenario for Native, giving the camo to Renegade. And if he's able to get this shock and grapple, okay, no grapple, but he does have a shock sword combination with this camo. He needs to find the spot that he wants to get in, because this camo is going to run out relatively soon.
At the very least, he's got the resources to make a play later. 26-22 as FaZe do still hold on to their narrow lead. Good spot on the map to work with here as well. Renegade, as he sets up shop. Anybody gets close, he's got a sword. Long range, he's got that dealt with. Just needs to find some info.
And see, the rest of FaZe, they're trying to pull Piggy out of his position. I love that play from FaZe, right? Because they want to be able to get towards glass and get the cross. Now they have a setup that they're comfortable with, and the only roadblock that was in the way was Piggy, and now all of a sudden you're going to let Renegade go free. Look at all of FaZe starting to collapse. Snipe down Falcated from the back, Renegade from the front, and they're going to collapse on Native. There's no one to survive. It's an onslaught, and now two swords in the hands of FaZe Clan.
I hate to say it, but Native have only really given FaZe an opportunity to find their confidence in their timing, finally, because they're working together beautifully. Even just the start of that play, Sparty, backing away to give Renegade a chance for a peekaboo snipe. He still got the shock to work with. The map is flipped as a result of their collapse, though, so Native working with some solid positioning here. They're still going to need a pick to get aggressive.
One place nade. See KingJay finally takes down Snipe down, but it's just like every one-on-one fight, you just have to imagine is going to go in the favor of FaZe. And Falcated, he has two ahead of him, but I have no doubt that he's going to come out on top. He gets two, and the lead continues to grow for FaZe.
Every player on FaZe gaining so much, more than you'd expect of every exchange, making things so difficult and just increasing the gap here for Native. Snipe down, he's got a sword and a camo to work with too. This is Snipe down in rare form, honestly. I don't remember the last time I've seen him with this type of combo. And he's right behind enemy lines too. Who's the first victim? Don't make it Cratos. Oh, it's Cratos. KingJay next. He's just too close. It's too personal. There he goes. That's a double. 38 on the board at this point as we get to just about 10 kills. An advantage here.
It's just an onslaught of red players pushing forward. They're not giving Native any opportunity to stay still. They're consistently forcing them into gunfights, and you have Renegade, Falcated, Spartan, and Snipe down on the other side. I mean, four of the most known players for just winning one-on-one gunfights. This is just showing the flexing, the muscles that FaZe is known for.
And they need this, honestly, to start the day, considering how, upsetting I think it was for them coming out of pools as low as they did, they lose any match today, and that's it for their tournament life. They will have to regain and just plow through this lower bracket. It all starts with Native. Mine's not about to let them go out without a fight, though. They do still get 2 kills. It's not an unwinnable situation for Native. They just need to completely turn the pacing of this game, though. It feels like they have not been dictating any of it. And split spawns here, too, right? 2-2 for FaZe.
The crazy part is, like, Native's not necessarily out of this game yet either.
Yeah.
You know, it's still very much within reach, and Mine's making a big play by himself. It's those one-on-one fights that they need to be more adept at, that FaZe has just not lost yet. But when it comes to team collapses, Native's been doing a great job. You can see FaZe, they're all trapped at back A, and the collapse is starting to come through. Cratos and Piggy working with each other. Cratos gonna find the first. Renegade gets the equalizer, but Piggy with the quick trade out, and now it's Spartan and Foul who have to try to stay alive, but well positioned as Native. This game's getting closer and closer.
Hold on a second. Signs of life out of Native. They've got the utility, they got some confidence. Just predicting the reach, hell, not going to come through, but Cratos looking to get aggressive, opposite side map. FaZe just trying to stick together. You can see them getting close, trying to hold hands for a trade. They'll find 2. That's the moment you don't want to see for Native. As soon as they start coming back, FaZe, they'll pull away just a little more. Snipe Down going to tag him up. He's tagging the opposite side of the map, going to let the team know where to look.
Snipe Down trying to find the good reposition. Cratos not going to be able to get away. A little too overexposed. The Snipe Down had the cross, and Snipe Down looking to get the goodies. He's not even going to really bother to look at the other direction because his teammates collapsing on the final kills to make it 50-42. FaZe looks so dominant, but the scoreline suspiciously close.
Yeah. I mean, first half of that game, what, with the Renegade show, I think. Even the same with game 1. The man just making plays regardless of where you put him on the map. He hits a bank nade out. So there's just a lot of utility you can get from a little, piece of geometry if you're on the left-hand side like Renegade was.
I think it's just comical at how many shots just were missing right there. It would shoot like an outline.
But he's making a miss because he's moving so quickly.
No, it's all so Renegade.
Confident.
It's Renegade that's making a miss. It was like insane. It's like he's like in the Matrix somehow making a miss that way. But we're on to Catalyst flag for our third and maybe final game. And Piggy coming out strong, getting 2 to start. KingJay gets the third overshield in the hands of Native Gaming, or at least it should be. Did anyone get away with it? That's the question. But I mean, everything's starting off right for Native. This is their opportunity to respond back.
One thing's for sure, this is Native's final opportunity in this tournament to stay in the game. And it all comes down to some big plays off the opening. So like you said, they did have a strong start. That led to a pull. Falcated aware of it, though. He's getting sneaky here.
My Falcated, he just waits for his opportunity, and it's going to come in spades. 3 go down, and the return's in, and look at the counter. Spartan's already pulling a flag of his own, and all the spawners from Native Gaming are across the map, and Snipe Down says, hey, you got to go through me. It's a soft defense, but it might be enough to keep him away.
That was so brutal to witness. One patient play out of Falcated led to, by the way, Piggy just somehow coming out of that fight. But it still led to a flag cap. FaZe were in position. One play by Falcated obliterates 3, disrupts everything, and FaZe ready to counter. And that's just the testament of a good team in Halo. Mine's going to try it again. Here's round 2, and here's Falcated in a similar position. Rinse and repeat.
Oh my God, Falcated. You just let this man go free. He's going to be able to find kills, and I think that's what Falcated does so well. I guess there was no option for KingJay, but he slides off the map. But the way that Falcated positions himself into fights, right? The way that he takes routes to get cutoffs, there's not many players that do it better than him. He's consistently going to find the best possible spot, get the first shots in, and then that translates into him getting more opportunities for double, triple kills and making bigger impacts.
Garrett, chat is on Goose Watch again already. Chat, stop it, okay? Don't be on Goose Watch. Let Cratos do his thing. Flag re coming in. Mines with the last second save. What's that?
So we'll keep an eye out. You know, sometimes there's a fat goose on the way. I think
Still
Cratos
too early.
will get one
Still
done.
too early. I think you'll get one too.
But I mean, Falcated needs to get stopped, right? It was Renegade in game. Oh, just gonna get back smacked. Okay, no, I was gonna say it was Renegade in game 2. It looks to be Falcated in game 3. I think that's what's impressive about this FaZe roster is that any one of these players can step up, right? The pedigree is there for all of these guys. It's just about who's gonna do it. And so far, we've seen everyone kind of take their turn at being that player for their team. And Spartan's just so efficient with the objective.
Yeah.
He's pulling everything out.
Tony and I were talking about who the OBJ player would be, and he said, don't sleep on Renegade's objective efficiency. I think Renegade has been a little too busy just pulling off slays left and right, so Spartan, I think, has been our objective man, at least of this series, to really showcase what he can put together. Of course, putting up some slays as well as he does it. That flag is out, though, on the move. Renegade looking to get a touch here. Return might be impossible as he does get the collect. Sends it out center map, though. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he knew he was gonna fall, and he's just trying to make KingJay be exposed, and Sparty comes right off flank, and it's because that flag is out in the middle that he's at least able to stop him from getting the return right away. And Foul gonna try his best to get the touch, and he's just a hair short, and that's gonna mean a return. And now Native have an opportunity to get their first flag cap in the game, and surprisingly, we have a tied game.
My God, Piggy, did he just get a melee on the player sprinting by and not the kill? I think Foul just kept going. He didn't even bother to turn back. And I think Piggy somehow came out with nothing in that situation. Like you said, tie game still on the board, though. Native still holding it together. Sparty sniped down, coming out with 2 kills of their own as the sword and the OS popping up. Good position here for FaZe to work with. Renegade jumps off the map, maybe a little preemptively with that OS. Despite it, the flag's still out. FaZe looking for a run to work with here.
I like it, man. He's just T-posing, watching that overshield run off the map as his teammates run this flag. And it's not going to matter as many numbers as you try to push forward. It's going to be a flag cap for FaZe. 2-1 lead. And now it's up to Native to get some slays and to get in position for a counter cap. But once again, it's Falcated. The way that he's able to get himself positioned for this cutoff is going to be important. Cratos takes the opening shots. Made weak, and Snipe Down has the pinch.
And the perfect weapon to use for the pinch. Oh, that nade is gonna nick him though. A little bit too far forward there, gets tagged by it. Unfortunately, either way, FaZe have done their job. Gotten the return on the flag. Native gonna have to try again. Renegade reposition for him. He's got Foul opposite side map to work with on the cross. He spotted the numbers as they come through too, and Renegade's so accurate despite it. Nice nade out of Cratos. He's found his way onto the board here. 3 kills for the man.
It's actually a huge swing for Native right there. I mean, it looked like Renegade was going to get 2 players, and instead, Native able to get those kills and now pushing forward. And Foul has snuck into the back base, and this is where Native has to be careful. Yeah, they're going to be able to get a flag pull, but Falcated has one of his own, and you have to know that FaZe feels so confident about being on a flag standoff. I don't think they have any qualms about this.
FaZe knows they can fight their way out of it for sure. They've got the resources to do it as well. Snipe Down still roaming here with the sword. He's got the grapple, back pocket if he needs it. Gonna use it on the Piggy, close the distance. That's the beauty of the sword and desync in Halo, by the way. He gets tagged, unfortunately. But just despite being one-shot, Snipe Down still gets away with that trade and survives. Just making the weapon so powerful to hold on to.
Coming through Cratos. Going to go down, and that's gonna blow that lane open, but Mines is able to get the overshield, but it's not lasting for long, let me tell you. You got about half a second on that overshield before it was nullified, and well, his life will eventually come next, as we are already seeing the push from FaZe.
Piggy still on top of the flag. Native still with an opportunity to come out on top of this little standoff we've been experiencing. He'll bring that flag through. Renegade with one of the most dangerous weapons on the map, and he knows how to use it too. Just barely gonna whiff on Mines. FaZe looking to coordinate, get aggressive as that flag continues to roam cross map.
So we're ready to go. Oh no, Snipe Down trying to get away. He's getting to the mainland. He might be able to get to that flag.
He's still up. Snipe Down living. He's surviving back there on the flag. In the meantime, Renegade with a sneaky pick of his own. Doesn't hit the shot on KingJay. He had a game plan in mind.
Well, here we go, Foul. Yeah, Foul's not going to be able to win that fight. Hey, yo, Native Game is starting to fight their way back. Snipe Down, hey, he's still alive. I guess that's the main thing. Finally, he gets taken down looking at the wrong spot, and Cratos getting some big damage in, using that pulse rifle to try to keep them at bay, and they're gonna have to swing that flag back out towards mid.
It's been quite a battle here for FaZe, having to kind of muscle their way through the map and keep that flag in play, keep the standoff in session. Their flag on grapple side, I believe repulsor side is the other flag, so stand off your cross map in the open sight lines. And whoever can get the kill can start to aggress. You can see the sword already down in the feed. Cratos going to be the first one to lead the charge. Piggy coming in with good timing to help. That's going to leave Sight down out of options. Foul now weak as well. Collapse coming in here, but Foul doesn't care. Closes the distance. Stick left behind, and KingJay, as he rotates that flag, FaZe running out of numbers.
Overshield on the body of Mines, ready to go and fly. They need to get this return. I mean, somehow, through it all, Native has not been out of this game. I think a large part of that has been Mines. Mines has been really impressive this series. You know, there's not really much to write home about for Native Gaming, but the way that Mines is playing this game, it's something to be cherished. And he flies through 3 players, the Triangle of Doom, not enough to keep him away, and Piggy punches home the flag to tie.
Uh-oh, Native are not done yet. They've just made a statement with that tie game, and KingJay with a statement of his own, a reversal kill, and Mines, no, uh-oh, a little bit of a trip up on the flag run, but he still gets past the cover there. Nice little reposition despite the fumble, but does that give FaZe time to counter? Piggy's still locking it down, and you know what, Mines, he is not stopping.
Oh no. Okay, hey, FaZe look really impressive, but there's one thing that they're not really well known for, and that's keeping their mental in check. If they lose this game, the series could be in question. Let's just say that. No. FaZe needs to find a response, and it's KingJay who's playing that line of defense. Spartan and Foul try to keep him away, but KingJay, he wants the smoke. He's gonna go forward. Falcated is going to take him down, but Cratos finds 2 of his own Mines from the top rope, just misses, but the flag is stopped for now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds for FaZe to work with.
Just witnessing this now reminds me of the series we had yesterday, Garrett, with FaZe and Forbidden Fruit. That was a nail-biter as well on this map. FaZe, they have found some difficulty, I think, coordinating on Catalyst CTF, and it's led to them just trying to wrestle, you know, back and forth, this tug-of-war to just get the numbers to brute force their way in with a capture. They're going to have to do it again and do it in 2 minutes as Mines. Yeah, you can tell this man is feeling confident going for the chow on Renegade.
Yeah, the problem is the rest of FaZe, I mean, they're feeling confident with their shots as well. They still, this is the thing that's impressed me about FaZe. Sometimes they get a little bit checked out. Sometimes they're saying, hey, I don't want to check, I'm not going to check this corner. I'm going to play a little bit more loose. We're going to let things slip by, but they are never down on their shot. They're always going to take the ego challenge. They're always going to force you to out BR them. And right now, I mean, that might be enough. Another deal. We're just seeing a nice little observer glitch a couple times. Yeah, second time we've seen a hit marker with that skewer rifle. But FaZe already trying to find the answer right here, and I wouldn't be surprised if FaZe somehow pulls in 2 flag caps in the next minute.
Their flag is still out. Snipe Down still has nades, defense on it. He'll sit on it for the return. That flag coming in from the opposite door for the capture. I think it's very close to being done. So there we have it, the tie game, as FaZe stay alive in this with a minute on the board to work with. This last minute is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I have a feeling FaZe is just going to full send their players in a second, and they're going to try to finish this game. They don't want no overtime, and be aware of this aggressive push that you're going to see. Oh, wow. Mines is insane, man. He uses that pulse rifle. He's able to get one. Snipe Down does eventually break through, but the help just not there for him yet.
These little 1v1s so important. Good to see Native, you know, trading blow for blow. Renegade lands a blow of his own. There's a nice little trade, as I say it. 2 melees in. KingJay off of that fight win. He's got access to the flag. Opposite side flag pulled once again. So here we have it, the standoff for the game as both flags run through. Both teams fully up on the map as well. Any pick you gain in this situation going to be so important in setting momentum.
Piggy trying to get into that back corner to play spoiler in that back base. You can see, I think we have a true flag standoff, and suddenly it's like, are you gonna play for the flag, or are you gonna go play for the overshield? Timing is gonna be real important here, and you can see overshield goes to FaZe.
Overshield over to FaZe, like you said. Sparty picks up flag. Snipe Down flies in with that OS. There it goes, but he gets the kill. Sword up as well. I believe Renegade on top of it. Snipe Down going to go for it instead. They've got all the resources they need. I think he might have traded the skewer out for the sword. Maybe Renegade will pick that up. Piggy going to try to hold them off, but one thing's for sure, FaZe have guns. They've got tools to win the fights here, unless he's not aware of Piggy. A little Piggy in the corner.
Oh,
gets the kill.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He goes back for the reach out, and a grenade is waiting for him. But suddenly, Cratos is that line of defense. He gets Falcated weak. KingJay comes back to support. And this is the thing. It's like it's hard to know where you want your flag, right? It's like half the game itself is wherever you position that flag, the push is going to come that way. So you're trying to find the best spot possible. And Cratos he's on the hunt. He has the sword. Falcated and needs to be careful back here, but Snipe Down comes back with a sniper and makes the play.
I mean, I said it coming into the standoff, but this is definitely a bloodbath. Everywhere you look, players just dying on both sides of the map. Here is the coordinated push we need. Foul, Snipe Down working together, doesn't hit the shot, leaves Mines alive. Mines on top of the flag. He might have to toss this out. He'll try to do it. The sword is chasing. That flag, Foul's on top of it. Is anyone in position to shoot them? I don't think they are. Cratos won't make it. Return comes in. FaZe with the flag. They'll plant it in and take the series in a 3-0.
You got to feel for Mines right there. He wanted to get that flag out and away, but he just could not get to it in time. And that game slips away from Native.